Hello, everybody, and thanks for tuning in today. When you purchase the Claim with Confidence package, you get a lot of really cool stuff. You get videos on things everybody should know before they claim their benefits. You get a Social Security guide of all the things you'll need when you go to claim your benefits. You also get a Medicare guide, and you get some other really valuable stuff. But the centerpiece, the foundation of the Claim with Confidence package is the Claim with Confidence Social Security calculator. And what I want to do today is give you a demonstration of how it works and how you could use it and make sure that you're made aware of all your claiming options and get every dime of benefit that you're entitled to. Now, after you sign up, you're going to come to this input page. And it's going to ask you a few questions before you put in the really important information. But we're going to start off with what's your marital status. Now, you can see here the married button is already clicked on. But if you're a single person, you click on that. If you're a widow or widower, click on that. Divorced, click on that. But today, I'm going to give you an example of a married case. Now, down here, the calculator assumes an annual COLA percentage increase of 2.5%, so that every year your benefit's going to go up by 2.5%. But if you wanted to change that, you could go over here and you could change that COLA percentage increase to anywhere between 0 to 5%. We won't let you go over 5%, but you have the ability to change that if you want. For this example, I'm going to use the 2.5%. All right. Now, the third question is to ask you is, have either you or your spouse already claimed your Social Security benefits? If one of the spouses has, you can click yes, and you can still run the analysis. Now, over the last 12 years, I've done well over 1,000 of these, and mostly for married couples, and the vast majority of them, neither spouse has claimed. So that's the example I'm going to give you today. So once you do that, you input that information. We're going to ask you for your name. I'm going to run an example: first name of John, last name of Doe. The wife's name is going to be Jane. Now, this email address, you would put in your actual email address, because that'll allow us to send you a PDF, a copy of the analysis, so that you'll have it on your computer and can go back to it anytime you want. But for this example, I'm just going to put in a dummy email address, John, and just put in a bunch of letters. Okay, now down here, we'll want the date of birth for John. I'm going to say he was born July 8th of 1961. You can just type that in and go down. Jane was born a year later, May 10th of 1962. It's important to get your actual birth dates, especially the year, because that determines your full retirement age. Now, the last piece of information we need are the full retirement age benefit amounts for John and Jane. Now, you can get this information right off of your Social Security benefit statement. Now, if you've never looked at your Social Security benefit statement, it's real easy to do. You can go to the Social Security website, www.ssa.gov. and go to the part where you set up an account. You set it up, it takes like 60 seconds, and then you can access your benefit statement. Now, in the benefit statement, we want your full retirement age benefit amount, okay? So I know John was born in 1961, so he has a full retirement age of age 67. So you go to your statement, see what the benefit amount would be at age 67, and you input that. John has a full retirement age benefit amount of $3,000. Now, Jane, she really didn't work that much. She did qualify for Social Security, but her benefit is only $700 a month if she waits till her full retirement age to claim it. So I'm going to give you an example here, because the spousal benefit is going to play an important role here, especially when it comes to Jane, because as you can see, her benefit is less than 50% of John's. 50% of John's benefit would be $1,500. Her own benefit, $700, is substantially below that. So she's going to be able to claim a spousal benefit and get more than $700 a month. So let's see how this works. Well, after you input all that information, you just hit on Save and View Report. And what will happen is this screen will come up. It's got the information that you inputted, and it's got two suggested claiming strategies. One is strategy one. If you click on strategy one, and you scroll down, here's the step-by-step instructions. With strategy 1, it has Jane claim her benefit at age 62, and because she's claiming at age 62, her benefit is reduced to $490 a month. Now, again, her full retirement age benefit was $700, but because here we have Jane claiming early at age 62, it's reduced to only $490. Now, John, he has the bigger benefit, and we're going to have him wait until age 70 to claim his benefit. And because he waited till age 70, John's benefit has increased to $4,532 a month. Now, this is the standard output. It has John waiting to claim his benefit at age 70 for two reasons. One, both he and Jane can enjoy his bigger maxed out benefit while they're both alive. And two, John's benefit is eventually going to become the survivor benefit, or the only benefit the surviving spouse is going to receive after the first spouse dies. And if John, who has the bigger benefit, delays claiming it until age 70, he also maximizes the size of the survivor benefit. Now, when John claims at age 70, Jane is age 69 years and 2 months. And then Jane can switch to the bigger spousal benefit of $1,579 per month. Now, Jane has to wait for John to claim his benefit first before she can switch to the spousal benefit. But you can see her benefit, it's growing a little bit every year because of that 2.5% COLA increase. But here at age 68, she's getting $569. In the next year, John's age 70, he claims his maxed out benefit of $44,532. And now Jane switches to the spousal benefit of $1,579. That's an increase of over $1,000 a month. So it's important that Jane knows that she should do this at age 69 and 2 months after John claims his benefit. Now, this amount here is the annual income from Social Security they'll receive when the claiming strategy is completed. And it's going to age 70, 71 because this is the first time that they both receive 12 months or a full year of benefit payments. Because over here, remember that Jane claimed at 69 years and 2 months. So this year, she only receives 10 months of that benefit payment. Anyway, the first year that they both receive a full year of benefit payments, if we were to annualize it, that means they're going to receive $75,156 from Social Security. That's pretty good. All right. Now let's take a look at the second strategy. Here, we have Jane wait until age 67, which is her full retirement age. Okay, and because she waited till age 67, she receives the full amount. It isn't reduced. She receives $792 a month. Now, it's higher than her full retirement age benefit up here, the $700, because it does include a few years of COLA increases, okay? So she receives $792 a month. John still claims at age 70. His benefit he receives is $4,532 a month, just like with strategy 1. Now, Jane also switches at age 62 years and 9 months to the full spousal benefit of $1,825 a month. Now, remember, with strategy 1, when she made this switch, her spousal benefit was only $1,579 a month. And the reason why it was lower or smaller with strategy 1 is because she claimed her own benefit early at age 62. And because she claimed early prior to her full retirement age, her own benefit was reduced to $490. And so later, when she claims the spousal benefit, that benefit is also going to be reduced. She's still going to receive $1,579, but that's not the full spousal benefit. Now, with strategy 2, because Jane waited until her full retirement age of 67 to claim, she received the full benefit amount. It wasn't reduced. And later, when she claimed the spousal benefit, that wasn't reduced either. And she receives $1,827 a month. And you see down here, it's got those same numbers. Now, this column over here is important to a lot of people because it keeps a running total of the cumulative amount of Social Security income they've received, Jane and John, up to these particular ages. Now, what I want to do is I want to go back up here because this has a side-by-side comparison of the two claiming strategies. Now, with strategy 1, when the strategy is complete, they're receiving $75,156 for the year. With strategy 2, they're receiving $78,216 for the year. And you might say, well, geez, it's a no-brainer. They receive more income here, 78,000 as opposed to only 75. But with strategy one, they start to receive this earlier, start to receive income at age 62, because that's when Jane claims her benefit at age 62. Well, with strategy two, Jane actually waits 5 years later to age 67 to claim. So even though their combined income is larger, they start to receive income over here 5 years earlier. So eventually strategy two is going to make up for that 5 years of income they didn't receive if Jane chooses to wait till age 67. So the question becomes, how long will that take? Well, now you come down here to these claiming ages. These are the cumulative income numbers. And you see the first ages listed are age 76/77. Jane is age 76, John is age 77. Well, at that age, they've earned a cumulative total of $671,614 of Social Security income. Here with strategy two, they've earned $671,682. So that is the break-even age. Age 76 for Jane and 77 for John. And if they live up to and beyond these ages, they'd be slightly better off with strategy two. You can see that with the next ages listed, 81 for Jane, 82 for John. Here with strategy one, they would have received the cumulative total of $1,129,000, whereas over here with strategy two, they would have earned $1,148,000, $19,000 more. And then at the next age is 86, 87, they would have received $1,647,000 with strategy one, as opposed to $1,687,000 with strategy two. So that helps you make the decision between the two strategies, looking at when the break-even age is. Now, the other thing that you can do after you view this, you can download the claiming strategies. Now, it's going to take maybe a minute or two for that to download into the system, but that you get a nice PDF report that you can keep and go back to as long as you want. And here it is. You see here, this is the title page, John Doe. You scroll down, it's got the information that you inputted. It's got a little synopsis of how to read the report. Down here, you get to this page 5. Again, it's got that side-by-side comparison. And if you scroll down even further, it's got the next steps, exactly who claims what benefits when. And then it's got the nice chart under it. You see all the numbers. One thing I want to point out about the chart, you see it goes up in 1-year increments until you hit after 71, 72. That's Jane 71 and John 72. Then it goes up in 5-year increments. And the reason that we did that, if we continue to go up in 1-year increments, this chart would be so big, so many numbers, it would probably be really confusing. So that's why we hit the point and then we go up in 5-year increments. But you can see the numbers here. And one thing I want to point out, remember I said John waited till age 70, so his benefit is going to end up being the survivor benefit. But look at, if John lives to age 82, the survivor benefit now has grown to $6,095 per month. And if he were to predecease Jane's smaller benefit would stop to 2123. Let's say John dies at age 82. And Jane would switch to just receiving John's bigger benefit, the $6,095 a month. But that equates to a little over $72,000 a year. So John maximized the size of the survivor benefit. That's an important consideration. And then we go down here to strategy two. Again, it's got the next steps, the step-by-step instructions of who claims what benefits when. And then you go down to the chart and same numbers. So that's how that's the PDF. Download that to your computer and you can keep that forever. So now you've downloaded that report. That's the standard output, and it has John claiming at age 70. But what if John doesn't want to wait until age 70? What if he only wants to work until his full retirement age? Well, that's where you can use this customization feature. And you see down here, you select the age. John can actually look at claiming his benefit between any age between 62 and 70. But let's say he's gonna work until his full retirement age and doesn't want to claim his benefit early. So put 67 there. Now, let's say Jane, because her benefit's so small, she's still going to claim at age 62. And again, she could look at claiming at any age between 62 and 70. And then you just hit this OK button, and it'll show you, the strategy with Jane claiming at age 62. Again, she gets that reduced benefit of 490. John claims at age 67. His benefit now is 3394. It's less than, if he waits to age 70 because he claimed it 3 years earlier. And again, Jane now, when John claims at 67, she's 66 years and 2 months old, and she switches to the spousal benefit of $1,401 per month. And again, now you go down to the chart and it shows you all these numbers that correspond to the next step section. And up here, again, you have the cumulative totals, and you can compare those to the other strategy, the standard output that we just ran, and it help you make the decision. And again, you can choose to download this report as well, and you'd always have that on your computer, and can go back and it can compare this report against the original one. But basically, again, you can you claim at any age. Let's say John wants to claim at age 65 when he's going to claim Medicare, and Jane wants to retire at the same time. She'll be 64. See what happens there. Here it is, the strategy. Jane's 64. She claims, gets 588. John claims at 65, gets 2,800. And then when Jane is 64 years and 2 months old, she switches to the spousal benefit. So you have a lot of flexibility with this. You can download the report. Again, you can look at the standard output, or you can choose and claim at any age you want between age 62 and 70, and see what those numbers look like. And allows you to make comparison and make the best claiming strategy for your own personal situation. Now, if I can, I want to show you one more thing. Let's say Jane has a much bigger benefit. She had a pretty good job, and her benefit is $2,100 at her full retirement age. So the spousal benefit isn't going to come into play here. So again, you hit this, and now it's going to show you 3 suggested claiming strategies. Again, this is the standard output, and because John has the bigger benefit with the standard output, it's always going to have him claiming it at age 70. Again, 4532, that's a pretty good size monthly benefit. They can both enjoy that when they're both alive, and eventually John's benefit's going to become the survivor benefit, and by waiting until age 70 to claim, he maximizes the size of the survivor benefit. So the difference in the strategies is when Jane claims her benefit. She has the smaller benefit. So strategy 1 has her claiming at age 62. Strategy 2 has her claiming at her full retirement age of 67. And again, you got the chart down here showing you all this stuff. And then strategy 3 has her also claiming at age 70. And again, say Jane starts receiving benefits at age 62. Here she waits to age 67. Yep, their annual income is higher, but she starts receiving benefits 5 years earlier if she claims at 62 as opposed to age 67. So how long is it going to take strategy 2 to make up for that 5 years of income they didn't receive because Jane didn't claim her benefits at age 62? She actually waited till age 67. Well, again, you go down here to the cumulative income numbers. You see at age 76/77, Jane's 76, John's 77, 781,000 of cumulative Social Security income as opposed to 782. So again, this is the break-even age between strategy 2 and strategy 1. And if Jane and John live beyond age 76, 77, they're better off with strategy 2. In fact, they're much better off because at 81, 82, they've earned 1,309,000 as opposed to only 1,252,000. Now with strategy 3, Jane waits until age 70 to claim. So, if you look at age 76, 77, strategy 3 has a cumulative total of only 749,000 as opposed to 782 or 781. So it hasn't made up for all that income from either strategy 1 or strategy 2, but it does so at age 81/82. With strategy 3, they've earned 1,321,000 as opposed to 1,309,000 and 1,252,000. So if they lived at like age 80 or beyond, they would be better off with strategy 2 from a cumulative income total. Again, you can download this report, and if John doesn't want to, claim at age 70, he wants to claim at 67, and Jane wants to claim at 67, you can run that customized report. Those are their full retirement ages, and it shows you again what the benefits would look like if they both claimed at their full retirement age. And again, you have these cumulative totals here that you could compare against the standard output. And once again, you can claim at any age between 62 or 70 for John, or 62 or 70 for Jane. So this is a great tool, and whether you're qualified for the spousal benefit or not, it'll show you all your claiming options. And oh, by the way, if you saw my video or the report I did on retroactive COLA credits, and that's built right into the calculator. I tell you that your Social Security benefit statements are wrong, but wrong in a good way, because your actual benefits are going to be substantially bigger. That's because of the COLA feature from Social Security, and we have that built in. So it automatically calculates your benefits at later ages and gives you credit for those retroactive COLA credits. So this is the tool you need to make sure you're aware of all your claiming options and get every dollar of benefit you're entitled to, and don't leave any money on the table.